What's up, Ohio? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Broulis Beat Report. I am your host, Nick Broulis. This edition of the Broulis Beat Report is brought to you by Cafe 80s. For those of you that love 80s music, and especially live 80s music, please feel free to check them out. Their next showing is Friday, September 30th at Bud's Corner in Louisville. So if you're in Louisville or anywhere near the Louisville area, you will want to check them out. And if you want to find them on Facebook, you can find them on Facebook at Cafe 80s, and also their website, thecafe80s.net. So please feel free to check them out. Now, this will be previewing Week 4 of the NFL season. Of course, it starts Thursday night with the Dolphins at the Bengals and concludes with Monday Night Football with the Giants visiting the Vikings. So first things first, Dolphins at the Bengals. I'm going to actually take the Cincinnati Bengals for a couple reasons. Number one, they're home, and number two, they are clearly a better team than the Miami Dolphins. If you watched the Browns game at Miami last Sunday, you would notice that Ryan Tannehill is actually a pretty bad quarterback. So it really was an easy pick for me to take the Bengals. Next up, I got the Colts at the Jaguars. I'm actually going to take the Jaguars over the Colts. I know that Jacksonville is only 0-3, but I still picked them to win the AFC South. And right now, I'm looking pretty dumb. So anyways, I have Jacksonville winning that game. I think it's going to be close, but I can't help it. I got to take Jacksonville. I don't see them going to 0-4. Titans at the Texans. I'm going to take the Texans. And on a side note, in case you haven't found out by now, they lost their best defensive player, maybe best overall player, J.J. Watt, to a back injury for the rest of the season. But I'm still going to take the Texans. Seahawks at the Jets. I'm going to take the Jets at home in an upset, although I still think Seattle is a better team. Bills visiting the Patriots. Patriots are going to go 4-0. As I said last week in my article for the Broulis Beat Report for Week 3, I will never go against the Patriots at home while Bill Belichick is indeed the head coach in New England. Panthers are visiting the Falcons, a battle of NFC South teams. I'm going to actually take the Carolina Panthers to upset the Falcons. I just still think that Carolina is a better team. Raiders visiting the Ravens. I know that the Raiders are a good team, and I know that the Ravens are a good team. But since the game is in Baltimore, I'm going to go with the Ravens to move to 4-0. Lions visiting the Bears. I predicted the Lions finished third, while the Bears would finish last in the NFC North this year. And that leads me to taking Detroit, getting their second road win on the season, and the Bears falling to 0-4. The world champion Denver Broncos travel to Tampa Bay. I'm actually going to take the Buccaneers to upset the Denver Broncos, and I think that Denver is going to suffer their first loss of the season. The Rams will be visiting the Cardinals. Despite the fact that the Rams have a better record than the Cardinals, I'm going to take Arizona because I think they're a better team and that they are at home. The Saints at 0-3 travel to San Diego. San Diego has proved that they can put some points on the board. So has New Orleans. And I don't see that the Saints go 0-4. I have them. Would you call this an upset considering the fact that I predicted both teams would finish last in their division? I'm pretty sure that I picked the Saints to finish last in the AFC South this year. So I'm going to take the Saints. Now, Sunday, Cowboys, 49ers. This used to be a very good rivalry back in the day. I have the Cowboys taking care of Chip Kelly's 49ers with a win at Levi Stadium. Late Sunday night game, 8:30. Chiefs visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm taking Pittsburgh for a couple reasons. Number one, they're in Pittsburgh. Number two, they are a better team than the Kansas City Chiefs. Number three, they've got a bad taste in their mouth after getting what term do I want to use here? Beat up, torched, whatever you want to call it, by the Philadelphia Eagles. So I got the Steelers improving to 3-1 on Sunday Night Football over the Kansas City Chiefs. Monday Night Football. The New York Football Giants visit the 3-0 Minnesota Vikings. Originally I was going to go with the Giants, but I'm actually going to take the Vikings because they are at home. Wouldn't shock me if the Giants win this game, but I have the Vikings going to 4-0. And now my game. The Cleveland Browns at 0-3 visit the Washington Redskins, who won the game in New York against the Giants with a field goal. I'm going to take the Washington Redskins because I think that the Browns secondary is just that bad. And if you will recall, a couple years ago, Washington came to Cleveland. Kirk Cousins started. He absolutely lit the Browns secondary up. It wasn't really even a game. I'm definitely going to take Washington. And I don't have really any reason to think that the Browns are going to win this game. Again, really no hope. Unless the Browns go to more of a ground game and try to hit some deep plays with Terrell Pryor and Cody Kessler is starting at rookie quarterback and he shows some progression, I just don't have any choice. I've got to go with the Washington Redskins. So, there are my picks for Week 4 of the NFL season. Please feel free to let me know what you think. You can always follow me on Twitter at nbroulis. That's in B as in boy, R-O-U-L-I-S. And you can email me your responses. My email is Nick as in Nancy, I-C-K, B as in boy, R-O-U-L-I-S, 8404 at yahoo.com. Let me know what you think. Hopefully I get at least 12 games picked right for this week. So, that does it for this edition of the Broulis Beat Report. My name is Nick Broulis. Until next time, have a good one, everybody.